This episode is powered by Poddex.
Let's go! Turn up the volume. And now, from Brooklyn, New York, this is the Basement Surge with John and Frank.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Basement Surge. How you doing, everybody?
I'm live in the basement. I'm live.
Me and Frank, it's a special occasion, everybody, I gotta say, because, yes. It's a special occasion because this podcast episode is being recorded live. Okay, right now we are live on Facebook, and we decided to do a live record of an episode, because why the hell not?
Why not? You got something to do today?
No?
I got nothing to do today. I'm off.
Yeah.
I'm off today. I'm
So-
off tomorrow, too.
So it's nice, because at the same time, we're killing two birds with one stone. We got a podcast episode, and we got a live show. Hi, everybody. So, for the listeners listening on your favorite podcast platform, yes, the show is being filmed. Head on over to YouTube later on, because this episode will drop on Monday. Thanks, everybody.
We are filming.
Yes. All right, so this episode, we're going to be starting a whole new series
Yes.
on the Basement Surge.
But no brackets this time.
Right, no brackets. I don't know. I don't want to do it. I really don't. Okay, so we're going to be starting a new series, and the whole series is going to be maybe, I think, three-parter, four-parter, depending.
Well, through each platform. Through
Yeah.
each system.
It's going to be a top 5 gaming series where Frank and I reveal our top 5 games, starting with today's PlayStation 1. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
We're bringing it back, taking it way back to the 90s, man. They could smell the surge in the air.
I got some surge upstairs.
No. Later.
Oh,
Later.
okay.
Not during the live show. I start twitching my eye.
Sorry. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we probably won't get to everyone's favorite game. You know, everyone has their own personal favorite PS1 game. And there are some that will not be mentioned because we didn't play them.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about the ones that we played together or either separately that we thoroughly enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just something that we really want to talk about. We've been working on stuff and episode ideas. And we're like, our DC vs. Marvel series was so good. You know, everyone enjoyed it. We got so many fan votes and so many things. And John's like, I'm like, hey, John, let's do a bracket. And he's like, no more brackets.
No.
Like,
No more.
Oh wait! I said, let's do a series. He goes, wait, brackets. He started fucking cringe. I don't want to do it.
No, I think I'm pretty much done with the brackets.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I want to start off talking about, right away, my favorite PS1 series, fucking Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, yeah.
Now, Resident Evil, like we're talking about the top 5 games, but we figured since there are 3 games, or maybe I think there's 5.
Well, hang on, because we got our first comment today from Jeff Hunt. He says, "What in the hell are you guys up to?"
What are we up to?
We're filming.
We are filming live, Jeff.
A live show, Jeff.
We are filming live. You making comments about something that's right in front of your face, you waste our film.
Yeah. So we're filming a live episode, and the audio to this will be released on Monday as the next podcast episode of the Basement Surge. So,
And also a Vodcast.
and a podcast.
Vodcast.
Live stream.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sure.
You're a brainy fuck, you know that?
So yeah, like PlayStation 1, I think was pivotal for us because, we literally, I think that was the first system you and I started playing on. No, we started playing on Genesis.
Genesis. No, we played Genesis together. It was the first one we played together. Yeah. Before then, it was, the other great mentions, like, come on, Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're not going to be going that
No.
far back, but
No, but to get it started, first game I ever played for PS1 was Resident Evil 1, director's cut. The the American version, because there's two versions.
yeah.
There was the original, the Japanese version, and then there was the director's cut that came out with all the extra content, the different costumes,
Right.
and that was one of my favorite games to play. I started the game, I played Jill first because I was like, I have more item slots.
Right, but Jill started with the gun, right?
Yeah, Jill started with a gun, and
Yeah.
she had 8 item slots, whereas Chris started with the knife and had 6 item slots. But it really didn't matter because that first zombie you could just run away from and pick up Jill's gun.
I
So-
guess, yeah.
Yeah, it was all about the item slots. I wanted to carry more stuff. That, and I don't know, it's just the way they made that game. It's like Chris needed so much help.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I mean, Jill could pick locks. She could play the piano.
She is a master of unlocking.
Yeah, that's right.
Bam!
Right away. I love a dining room. Oh, way to go, Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
And no, but still, till this day, I wonder, blood. I hope this is not Chris's blood. You know?
Yeah.
I'll be examining this. The fuck, you got a CSI kit with you?
Oh,
Like seriously?
God.
No, it's not Chris. Like what the fuck? I never got that. Did something get lost in translation?
Maybe, I think so. Because it's a Japanese game.
I know,
So-
but it was just like, oh, but it's like Jill, you get the shotgun because Barry saves you.
Yeah.
You don't got to find the broken shotgun, do all that shit. Barry saves you. It's like, oh, I got a free shotgun now.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like Chris is like, you know, with the piano thing, he meets Rebecca. He's like, can you play? You got to wait for Rebecca to practice, and then you come back, and then she plays the thing for you.
Let's play.
Yeah. And
So
much help.
So there are a lot of games that Frank and I used to play with actually, but we narrowed it down really to the top 5 for this episode. And like he said earlier, you know, there are going to be games that we're not going to mention.
Oh, there will be honorable mentions.
Yes, towards the end there are honorable mentions, which by the way I forgot to make a banner for, but yeah.
That's all right.
Hey, what are you going to do?
I know.
Yeah, so I think really one of the very first games we ever played on PlayStation 1 was really the Resident Evil series, Resident Evil 1 and 2. And, you know, it was kind of, that game was so pivotal because it's like, you know, we still like quote lines from the game
all
to
the
this
time.
day, you know?
What's good? In the fucking
I've
hallway.
got this.
Like, oh God, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So, you know, it's like that game was great. And, you know, do you remember when we were kids and we'd play through it? We'd try, the first time we ever got the game and we played through it, we took our time.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, we learned the ins and outs of the game.
I checked everything.
Yeah. And, you know, and then, like, after that, after we got through it and we knew where everything was, we were doing speed runs.
Yes.
Okay. And we even
We
got
would
to the
challenge
point.
each other.
Yeah, we even got to the point where we had the VCR that was hooked up to the TV,
Yeah, we recorded it.
and we'd record ourselves playing, and you know we'd record and see who got the fastest
Because
playthrough.
I could come to John and say, I beat Resident Evil 2 in an hour and 30 minutes. And he'd be like, bullshit. So
And we'd record it on VHS.
we would record it, and then you get to see the person playing, and then you would see, oh shit, Frank did beat it in an hour and a half. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But I liked part 1. I liked when you finished, you get the unlimited Magnum, the Colt Python.
Yeah.
And that second playthrough was so much fun because you get the costume key. You go to that room, they change a costume to whatever you want. I would always put Jill in the jeans and the black T-shirt, run around with the Magnum, just pop, and everything.
Sure. Yeah.
Just shooting everybody with the Magnum. I was like, this is great. And then I played as Chris because all I needed was the one gun, and I had to carry all this other stuff, so I saved all this space. And what I liked about Chris, though, is that he was fast and he was tough.
Yeah.
He could run quicker than Jill. He aimed quicker.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So and he was prone to get more critical hits than Jill was with the Beretta.
You really?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, he was more prone to get critical hits.
Huh.
Yeah. Jill just had the easier gameplay because she could unlock things and all that other stuff. She had the Barry support, whereas Chris was like Dolo. You know what I mean? He handled that shit like a man.
Right.
And then And then I know this is like 2 games in one. We're cheating, but
Yeah.
you can't not mention Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, I love Claire and Leon. You know,
Who'd you play first?
I think I played Leon first.
I played Claire first.
Yeah, but you know, like I think you were the first person to beat Resident Evil 1. I think
Out of our group,
yeah.
yes.
And then it was Mike and then me. But you guys played more often than I did.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Well, back then we had no lives.
yeah. But I remember when Resident Evil 2 came out,
The
you know,
double disc.
the double disc, and I thought it was so epic because the graphics were kind of a little bit better.
They were better than part 1, and it's
Yeah.
just like it's so funny now because you look at those graphics now and you're like, Yeesh.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Oh God, they're so pixelated.
Yeah. But you know, it's like I was so pumped up like that opening scene when they're driving, you know.
Oh yeah, Leon
And the truck driver with "Why'd bite me?"
What?
You know? Why'd bite me?
Why'd you fight me?
Yeah.
You know, I mean that voice acting was a lot better. It was more because the Resident Evil
Yeah.
1 was just horrid.
Yeah, the voice acting was a lot better in that game, but
And the live actors in the opening of Resident Evil 1, the live actors, Richard.
it was horrible.
He's like, no, don't go.
Yeah.
Brad's like, fuck you. I'm out of here. Fucking chicken heart Vickers.
But you know, it's like when Resident Evil 2 came out and the upgraded graphics and like that beginning sequence with them driving and the fire. I was like the crash and both of them end up on opposite sides of the crash. You know, and that's how they split it up. You know, that's how you chose whether Leon or Claire. But was it Leon or both of them who had the cheat where if you didn't pick up anything before you got to the police station?
No, both of them did. If you didn't pick up anything and you got to the police station, Brad was there. You killed him to get the costume key.
Right.
For the
this way you
locker.
unlocked
Yeah, and
new
Leon
costume.
had his 2 costumes, the tank top with a leather jacket. He held the gun sideways.
Yeah.
And Claire would get the cowboy outfit with the 6-shooter. Pop, 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 pop.
Right.
That shit
I
was-
remember that. Yeah.
That shit was great. I mean, you burn through ammo so quickly with that, but you destroy shit with it, though. That gun was really strong.
Yeah.
But Claire's handgun was actually stronger than Leon's until Leon upgraded his with the burst.
Yeah.
The
I remember that.
Matilda- Brah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you love that shit. You
Yeah.
love that one.
That one and the shotgun. I love the shotgun.
I love the Magnum in that. The Desert Eagle Magnum. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, that game was great. I mean,
one
it made us huge fans of the series,
Yeah.
you know, going forward.
the one thing I missed from Resident Evil 2 original and the remake that came out for PlayStation 4 was the bow gun. I like Claire's bow gun. Remember the crossbow she got?
The crossbow, yeah.
Yeah. They didn't have that in the remake.
No?
No.
That's dumb. But yeah, you know, it's like the Resident Evil series was so pivotal because, you know, even now, like after 1 and 2, then you have Nemesis and then Code Veronica and all those other ones, you know, and it.
Well, Nemesis was also in PlayStation 1, but
Right.
we didn't bring that into this.
I didn't like Nemesis.
I did.
I barely played it. I don't think I even beat
Stars.
it. I didn't even beat
Nemesis was hard.
it. Yeah.
But Nemesis was my favorite. And don't even get me started because that Resident Evil 3 remake, they ruined it. They cut out so much good stuff.
Well, I mean, they're still making Resident Evil games, right? I mean, they're making Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 5.
Well,
you know.
0, 1 remake,
Yeah.
and 4 was originally on GameCube.
Right.
Code Veronica was on Dreamcast
Yes.
originally.
Yeah.
So they spread all over. There's other ones. There's Resident Evil Outbreak. There's Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. There's a whole bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
I don't like the first-person shooter ones.
No.
I'm talking
Resident
about-
Evil is more third person, kind of.
I love it that way.
Yeah.
That's the way it should stay. You know, because I still have the originals on my PlayStation 3. On my PlayStation 3, I have 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, all.
Yeah. So do I.
On the for download because it's backwards compatible. It was
Yeah.
great. I loved it.
Nothing will beat 1 and 2 though. With Ada, with 2, I love Ada.
Ada!
All right. Well, let's move on to our next one because I think you're more excited about this one than I am.
Oh God!
Okay, which is Abe's Oddworld.
Who remembers this?
Okay.
Who remembers this?
Yeah.
The game with the man with no weapons.
Yes. Dustin Kelly. Yes, we do have a daytime show now. It's called Wake Up in the Basement.
That's it.
But yeah,
Oh, God.
we're recording
Remember this though? I
live.
remember bringing this over for you to play.
Abe's Odd World. I hated this game
I know you did.
when
but
you
it was
first
so
brought it
funny.
over.
But it was so funny.
Hated it.
It was tough. It was a tough fucking game. I don't care what anybody says. That was a tough game.
Yeah.
The dude had no weapons. You had to rely on stealth,
And
guile.
farting.
Remember, you had to communicate with the other ones? You know, with the whistles?
Yeah.
Eh. and the chanting to take over to the guys. Oi, oi, oi. And then you take over the guy, and then you get the little, here, boy,
Yeah.
get him.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good game. And like now that I look back on it, like it's good.
Yeah,
like I
no,
like
it was
it.
fun.
Yeah.
I still have it on my PS3. I still play it.
Yeah, they re-released it.
I finally beat it.
You finally.
I finally
You
beat
never
it.
beat it back then?
I never beat it back then.
Oh wow.
And when I did beat it, I didn't save enough guys, so I didn't get the good ending.
Oh.
Yeah, there's so many secrets and tricks and glitches in that game. It is a fucking horror show, but it's so much fun. When
I
you
never
go
liked
to the temples and you have the two main things, I forgot their names, but it was two creatures, and you had one temple for each creature, and you had to go and get through all the boards in there to unlock the item or unlock the way to get back.
Yeah.
But it was so difficult. Me and cousin Mikey sat there for days, weeks, going through these temples, and it was like, oh, God, it was so hard. It was so funny.
Maybe that's why I didn't like it because it was hard. I don't like really hard games.
I love when you threw the rocks and you blew somebody up. You know, it was like, oops. Remember? You'd be like, oops. I don't know. Oh yeah, I love that. That game was so much fucking. It was so stressful and so much fun.
Yeah. I didn't like it as a kid. I mean, see, it's funny because even though I never liked the game, I hated the game when we were kids. But you and Mike would still come over here every day. Okay. You'd still play the game.
Yep.
Okay. We only had one TV down here in the basement. Okay. And what did I do? I usually sat there, either watched you play. Okay. Or I was drawing something, or I was working on a computer,
Yeah.
I was doing something else,
Because we also had Napster.
Yeah. So it's kind of like what I'm getting at is that the basement has kind of always been the hangout for everybody.
Yeah.
You came here, you did whatever you wanted to do. You didn't have to do whatever I wanted to do because it's my house. You just did whatever you wanted to do. And that was fine. That was great. I mean,
Especially when we discovered surround sound.
I don't want to talk about that.
I know.
I don't want to talk about that.
Patent pending.
How much? Let's see how long we got. We got 2 minutes until the pod deck segment.
Oh, well, in that case, since we got 2 minutes, I will jump backwards for a moment.
Uh-oh.
I will jump backwards for a moment and do one little honorable mention because I really did enjoy Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. The crafting system, the gunpowders, the whole clock tower segment was fucking great. And I really feel like the remake was a bit of a letdown because they cut out, they skimmed so much fat off of the game.
See, I wouldn't know because I never played the remake because I hated the original. I didn't like the original, so I was like,
The remake,
I didn't bother with the remake.
Literally, if you really put your mind to it and you didn't pick up certain items, you could beat the remake in like 45 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's really fast.
Like 45, 50 minutes, you could beat that game.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people do it on YouTube.
Even with that big ass guy trying to catch you?
Bro, yeah, he's so predictable.
See, was that the premise of the game? Like to just run away from Nemesis?
But Nemesis stalked you more in the old game and better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot better. I don't know because
did they nerf him in the new one?
Not so much nerfed him. It's just the game is not that long. They cut out so much.
Yeah.
There's a whole segment missing.
Mm-hmm.
A whole chunk of the game, and the lab segment too. You spent a lot more time. You had to go you went from the clock tower to like the park. They cut out the park segment to the water treatment facility, which is where you escaped. Not a lab. You didn't go to a lab. You went to a water treatment facility. So yeah, they cut out a lot. They really did. I mean,
that's weird. I mean, why would they do that?
Don't know. I really don't know. I guess they wanted the game to not be as long, but the Resident Evil 2 remake was fucking fantastic. Because you had the run to the police station, you had the police station.
Well, see, they know what's up. They know that Resident Evil 2 was more popular than Nemesis.
Way more popular.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are hoping for a Resident Evil 4 remake.
Mm-hmm.
But not for nothing, the Resident Evil 4, the original, still holds true to this day.
Yeah.
I mean, it has a bit tanky controls at times, but to this day, it still holds through. Would I want to see a remake of it? I would personally want a Parasite Eve remake more than Resident Evil 4.
Matalo.
Okay.
Here we go. All right.
Baby.
It's Poddex time.
I love this.
Automatic.
And the gold trim.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Makes me feel fancy.
All right, everybody. So, as you can tell, it's Poddex time here at the basement. You are now viewing my phone. This is my phone. It is live. I'm holding it. You can see what I'm doing. Don't touch. Here in the second row, we got the Poddex app. So let's start this segment off right and do a little Poddex from the Poddex app. Hopefully it'll work. Here we go.
Can I have some Cheez-Its?
No.
Okay.
I was going to say yes, but I remember the crunching, so no. Why am I getting notifications? Okay. So which deck do you want to do, Frank?
You know I only like your deck. Why not?
My custom deck? Would you rather? There we go.
My favorite one.
All right, so as you can see, I'm touching it.
He's touching his deck.
Moving it.
Moving it. Watch your wrist. Remember your wrist.
Let's see. Let's do something else.
Then don't fucking ask me. Then don't fucking ask me what I want.
All right, here we go. Would you rather have lobster claws or hedge clippers for hands? If anybody's watching, let us know in the comments. Yes, live show.
Fucking hedge clippers, bro. Edward Scissorhands this motherfucker. But someone fucks me, I'll just chop your goddamn arm off.
I'm going to go with lobster claws because, I think it'd be a little bit easier peeing.
I don't gotta hold it to pee.
Okay.
I don't gotta hold it. Because if I have lobster claws for hands,
Yeah.
I know it's on the inside, and I might just like eat my own hand.
Yeah.
I might cook it, put some butter on it, and
Yeah.
cannibalize myself.
Let's do another question.
Yeah, you choose. Don't ask me again.
All right. Yeah. The hell with you.
Piece of shit.
Let's do the hustle. I don't know what this one's about. Okay, if you had no deadlines, what project or task would you focus on right now?
Right now,
No deadlines.
no deadlines.
What project or task would you focus on right now?
Jacob Miller.
Yeah. I'd say writing my novel. That's a good idea.
I would want to finish my short story. Yes,
Yeah.
my fantasy short story,
All right.
which I think I might post on the site for people to read.
You think? Yeah.
Maybe if they're interested.
Okay. Yeah.
You know me, I'm a big swords and sorcery guy.
Yeah. Why not? Anybody wants to read that? Give us a thumbs up.
That's it. That's all we need to know.
All right, so here in the app, in the Poddex app, up here at the top, we have a whole bunch of decks. What the fuck? Fitness and health, superheroes, this or that. The future freaks me out.
Yeah, I'm curious about that one. We're going to look at that one
A
later.
little bit further down, you have member exclusives, which you get member discounts, monthly giveaways, join our community. You can get sponsored by Poddex, people. And then you can also download free PodSafe music for your podcast, for your show.
That's cool.
Yeah. A little bit further down more, we have Explore and Learn, which means they have a whole bunch of tutorials here. So they go through vocal warm-ups, social media for podcasts, legal tips for podcasters, recording tips to save time on editing, and getting found through podcast guesting. There's a bunch of courses on here to unlock. And then you can unlock the Poddex library by subscribing. Okay, so Frank, one thing I forgot to do in the live show the other night was to show off the toolbox. So the toolbox in the app is really cool because this goes through the different equipment that you can use for podcasting. Like it has microphones, interfaces, mic stands, headphones, and in each one, it gives you. There's no pictures there yet because this is still beta, but it gives you the equipment that's listed in it. So microphones,
so like top picks.
Shure SM7B, and it tells you which one's best and which one's like just a kit, or not so good.
That's 7B, man.
Yeah, the SM7B
Coming soon.
We got to get it. Yeah, and there's also, let's see, recording software. You got Logic Pro, Audacity, courses. There's more courses available here, like my course, which is right there, from podcast to Vodcast. So if
Check
you
that
want to
shit
learn
out.
how to vodcast and do all this on a professional level, head on over to VodSquad.live and sign up for my course. Go get it. I also give out some free PDFs and equipment guides and all that. Your dad says he wants one.
Of course he does. Oh, my dad's home. Because he's off today.
Yeah. But this app, it's coming out soon, guys. Next week, next Wednesday, September 30th, International Podcast Day. Okay, it's coming, it's dropping, so check the Apple Store and go download it. But let's get back to the regular show.
Smooth transition. You know what you're doing, don't you?
Sometimes.
Oh.
So another one of our games that we absolutely loved, and I think we all tried to cheat to get her topless in the game,
There is a cheat for that.
was Tomb Raider.
2. Oh, you put number 1 on there?
I put 1 and 2 because I played 1. I liked 1.
I didn't like part 1.
Yeah.
Part 2 was way better.
Yeah.
The guns were way better. I still remember fucking pissing off your butler.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Remember? When you were in the house?
Yeah.
At the end, it's like, oh my god, it's been a real long time since I played it. I can't remember too many of the details,
Yeah.
but I do remember there was the cheats. You had to do a step here, a step there, backwards, a flip. When you had to do like a jump corkscrew flip to like increase your ammo or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. I remember the swimming part when you had to shoot the freaking sharks with the harpoon gun. The harpoon gun was such a pain in the
Yeah, but I mean,
ass.
come on. Like, the controls were actually a little wonky.
That's why they're called tank controls. Because it's like driving a fucking tank.
Like, she'd you'd barely push on the stick, and she'd like take a 10-foot jump
I
somewhere.
had the stick, bro. This didn't have the stick. This was the D-pad. PS1. There's no stick.
PS1 didn't have DualShock?
No.
My mind is going.
The original PlayStation 1 controllers did not, the first ones that came out did not have sticks. There was no sticks. I think DualShock came out later on. I think maybe after PS2, because PS2 had the DualShock.
Yeah, no, I know that.
But there is a Resident Evil 2 DualShock version.
No, because I thought I remembered
No,
the gray remote.
Yeah,
with
they
the
came out.
sticks.
I'm pretty sure that they came out after PlayStation 2 came out.
Hmm.
Because there was a Resident Evil 2 DualShock version that came out, and you were able to use the vibrating controller, which is like, ooh. Especially when you're shooting the machine gun. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
The only time I felt that was playing GoldenEye or Duke Nukem on 64.
So Tomb Raider, I liked the premise of the game, like the 1 and 2. I liked how you'd have to go treasure hunting and
Spelunking.
Going like climbing mountains and cliffs and all that.
Oh, I love the climbing system in that.
And I want to say that it kind of led to the advancement of Prince of Persia, because Prince of Persia was kind of the same.
Well, I mean, that was the remake. I mean, I think the original Prince of Persia was on
Nintendo.
Yeah.
But
The running and the jumping and stuff.
right, but I mean, I don't think that they could have did anything like that, like an Assassin's Creed also,
Yeah,
So
those were good games.
yeah, but Tomb Raider always, there was a lot of polygons.
Was a lot of polygons. I mean, she had some serious polygons. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're like 14, 15 years old and it's like, you're just like, I don't care if they're pixels, they're still titties.
Because I mean, like at the
Everyone
time,
did that sheet. Everyone did that sheet.
at the time, these graphics were top of the line.
That was it, man.
We thought it was the shit. We thought it was the best.
You could get no higher.
Right. You know, and we were like, wow, it looks so real.
Yeah. Yeah. Because even till this day, bro, Squaresoft, even in PS1, their cinematics were top notch.
Yeah, I mean, they did Final Fantasy, right?
Parasite Eve.
Yeah.
Their cinematics were top notch. Their gameplay graphics were the same. They were they were pixeled and stuff, but their CGI was out of this world.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tomb Raider is just one of those classic games. Everyone knows Tomb Raider 2. It's just like,
Yeah.
it really it laid the foundation to come later, the Uncharted series.
Oh, Uncharted. I love that game.
But it's just like,
I like the new Tomb Raider that they released.
yeah, and the Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I think that they did that for 360.
the PS3.
Yeah.
Oh, no, PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was 3 of them, a brand new trilogy that came out. They were all good because they even redid the movie too.
Yeah.
The newer Tomb Raider movie focused on the PlayStation, the revamped game when she's on the island,
Yeah.
which was just really fucking good. It was really good. Next, buddy.
What's next, Frank?
Oh, dude. Everyone remembers this. The tricks, the plays.
Here we go. This one's for
The
you, Travis.
The soundtrack in this game was fucking awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
it just got re-released. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 just got re-released for PS4.
Yes.
But the original PS1 version, I mean, oh, man, the Dark Slide.
What's up, Robert? How you doing?
The Dark Slide, Christ Air, the 360 Tony Hawk special. Blah, 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 blah.
Yep. We played this game until our thumbs bled.
To death. You created your own skater.
Yeah, and customized your board, right? I think you were able to customize your board.
Customize your board. You could do it. And the soundtrack,
Yeah.
the music to that game was unfucking real. So great. And me and my cousins, we created our own skaters and we would go against each other for high scores.
Sure. I think everybody did that.
It was so much fun.
But yeah, I mean,
revolutionized.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater was just one of our favorite games. It was up there with that 1080 snowboarding game we used to play.
You liked that one more than me.
Yeah, me and Mike used to play it a lot.
I used to love Pro Skater 2.
Yeah, Pro Skater 2.
My cousin Joey loved that game. We used to have battles.
Yeah.
And
it was a good game. It was really good. I mean, I'm really happy that they re-released it, now. They put 1 and 2 on one game.
Yeah.
That's great.
For the PS4.
Yeah, I still have to get it.
Robert Downs never played it.
Come on, Robert.
Let me down. Downs let me down.
But yes, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, that's a must play.
Must.
Yeah.
Must play, people.
Yeah.
Get on that. Oh.
All right, so this next game, I think, is one of the best games in history because the theme of the game has stretched out
over multiple consoles.
But decades.
But the overall just the gameplay.
Yeah.
Just the way the gameplay is built.
Yeah.
I mean, arguably, I could say is my favorite
Metal Gear Solid
PlayStation 1 game.
Yep.
I mean, the only thing that comes close to that would be Res 2.
Yeah?
That's the only thing to me that comes close to being my top one favorite PlayStation 1 game.
Metal Gear Solid is in a good spot right here because it's like, it's in our top 5.
Yes.
And
we loved it.
We loved playing this game. We just...
Who'd you save first, though, when you first played through? Did you save Otacon or Meryl?
I don't remember.
I saved Otacon first to get the stealth tech.
I think I might have saved Meryl.
I didn't care about the infinite ammo. I got the stealth tech to get past all the fucking traps.
I liked the infinite ammo. I
was like, fuck you, Meryl. I'm taking Otacon. It's my boy. But that game, I mean, the tactical gameplay.
Yeah.
You didn't have to fight. You don't have to fight.
No, you could just stealth the whole game.
Yeah. I mean, the voice acting,
except
too.
for the bosses, but
Yeah, but the voice acting, the scenes,
Yeah.
the way they built the scenes.
yeah, the game was great in the beginning, like when it first came out, and then like when they released the newest one for PS4, PS3,
PlayStation 2 was
the newer one.
Oh, the newest.
Yeah.
One. Oh, okay.
They used David Hayter, as the voice of Snake, which he's awesome, and it's kind
Solid
of
Snake, man.
Yeah, he's solid Snake, and I'm glad that they didn't get somebody else because I think Kiefer Sutherland was in talks to doing the voice for the newer one.
Love that game.
Yeah, so Robert likes Solid Snake.
We're not sports guys, Robert. We're not sports guys. We didn't play a lot of sports games. I didn't, at least. I kept John in that RPG area for a while.
Oh, I wasn't really big into sports games except for Madden and NBA Jam back in the day. But so David Hayter came back as Snake, and it was awesome because when you grow up playing these games, okay, you follow the character and you follow the history, and you're attached. Okay, so the fact that they actually got the guy who voiced him throughout the series back for the last game was great. Yeah. Okay.
Even though I don't think Jack would have did a bad job.
No, he would have been great, but it's not the same. It's not Snake, the same. But it was just really exciting to see because I've played every single Metal Gear game that's
Me too.
come
I
out.
played the original ones too. I mean, if he knows the original Metal Gear, on the cover of it, it looks like, what's his name? Michael Bain.
Does he?
Yeah, it's dressed up as Solid Snake. It looks like him.
But yeah, it's like you're attached to these characters. So, when the new one came out, it was so epic because Snake is old now.
Yeah.
And
Old man Snake.
It's Metal Gear Solid was just such a great game.
I mean, because he is a clone. Remember the one of the Metal Gears that came out? He was like a real old man. He had the white mustache and everything. Yeah. It's like because he's a clone. He's fucking old. It fucked with him. But that game, I mean, I remember my favorite part of that game had to be the ninja fight. Because that dude is mad serious. He's like hand to hand. I'm like, oh yeah, let's go, motherfucker. I'm down. I don't want to use a weapon. Technically, I don't like using guns. Like I prefer, old school Spartacus style, dude. If I'm gonna,
Who are you, Batman?
No, dude. I love a good old fashioned sword and shield fight. You know what I mean? Or just down to the grit. Anybody could go pop. But you want to come at me, you want to fight me hand to hand like a man, like that. That's a true testament of skill. That's like who's gonna win? Because I could shoot you from fucking 30 feet away. You're like, I win.
Yeah, but Metal Gear was a great game.
Fighting Psycho Mantis, where you had to switch the memory card and switch to the controller port.
Yes. Wow.
Aha.
I totally forgot about that.
Then you had to fight, what's her name? Sniper Wolf?
Yeah.
Because she shoots Meryl, you got to run back, get the stuff.
A lot of the points of the game, a lot of the parts of the game were really hard.
I died like 90 fucking times fighting Liquid Snake when he was in the Metal Gear thing. But once I beat the Metal Gear monster and I had to fight Liquid Snake hand to hand, I fucked him up.
Right.
First try, fucked him up. I was like, what? I'm like, you bitch. You fucking blonde-haired sissy version of me. Man, I will kick your ass.
Okay.
And
well, thank you everybody for joining us today. Everybody who joined us on the live show and
our honorable mentions.
Oh, never mind.
You ready? See, you're ready to play the music. No,
I'm sorry.
You can play the music.
No. Go ahead.
These are just some honorable mentions.
Let's do some honorable mentions. Let's talk about them because I wanted to talk about them. They were good games.
Final Fantasy VII.
I didn't like it.
You didn't play it. I played it. That's why we didn't put it on the list.
Right.
But I mean, the game was fucking epic and revolutionary in the Final Fantasy series.
Yeah.
And I believe that's why they just remade it for PS4.
No, did they?
Final Fantasy VII Remake came out. It's
cool.
Fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Great gameplay. Still to this day, one of the best games that they released for PlayStation. But it wasn't on our top 5 because we were talking about the games we played.
Yeah, I never played Final Fantasy VII.
Another honorable mention I mentioned earlier also was Parasite Eve 1 and 2. I played them.
That was a good game.
Me and cousin Mikey played them to death.
I played it.
You know, we played I'm actually currently playing Parasite Eve 2 again.
Yeah.
And both of our favorites that scared the fucking shit out of us.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill 1.
I can't.
That game fucked me up.
I can't. I remember when that first came out. All right, I got it. I was down here alone.
That's your first mistake.
Okay, and I shut the lights.
Oh, God.
I played the game in the dark. Okay. And I couldn't. No.
And I can just picture you there playing it, and then Grandma comes down the stairs, all quiet and shit, how she always does, and she goes, "Little John, ah! Grandma, I almost killed you. I almost killed you right there."
Put a bell on her. Oh man, yeah, but Silent Hill that was one of my favorites too. Yeah.
But I figured, we both loved it, and it really is a good game. But we had the Resident Evil series on there. That's survival horror. We didn't want to double up.
Yeah, true.
But
we were really into survival horror.
Yeah. But it was worth.
Do you remember that game, the Ghost Ship?
Ooh,
where you played on
sounds familiar.
Like a cruise.
Sounds like a movie I watched too.
That's stranded in the middle of the ocean, and you're on this ship. You're the only one on the ship, and like it's haunted and with ghosts and stuff.
Oh man, no.
It's a good game. Mikey remembers it because I think I was playing with Mike, after you moved to Staten Island.
You know what that was? That was during the Video Vault era.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Renting games.
Good times.
Yeah, that was good times. Okay. Am I good to go now?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. This is, like I said, this was a special episode. This episode was recorded live on Facebook. So the audio version of this will be dropped on Monday, so you guys can enjoy it once again. Thanks for joining us. If you like the questions we asked today, head on over to poddex.com and use the code BASEMENT10 for 10% off your purchase. You buy the decks now. This way, when the app comes out on the 30th, okay, those decks will automatically be transferred into the app. They will be automatically digitally purchased.
So you can take them everywhere you go.
That's right.
In a handheld pocket.
Yeah. All right, guys, head on over to thebasementsurge.com and check out our official website. Listen to our previous episodes, watch our videos, read our blog, blah, blah, blah. Just head on over there and do us a favor.
We got some new stuff in the shop.
Buy some merch. We set it up. Go.
We did a little revamp.
Yep.
Check it out.
Head on over to patreon.com/basement surge. If you love our show, this shit's not free. So we would really appreciate your support in signing up and subscribing to one of our tiers. They're very cheap. And we're giving away some really awesome rewards.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Within the next month, Frank and I are putting together a little box, that's filled with merch. Okay? We're going to put it together, shine it up real nice, right? And send it out to you guys. But yeah, we're doing a lot of things on Patreon, a lot of behind-the-scenes content, a lot of bonus stuff. So head on over there and show some support.
You keep saying that. I won't be surprised if The Rock comes on here and fucking bitch slaps you.
Please. Thank you for my ratings. We'll see you next time, everybody.